ask me who this rolling, yeah, that's my ride or die. I speak my mind when I'm serious and talking brutally honest.
I'm the type of person, I'm very bold and straight to the point, and I know what I want. So I kind of was just like, where's this going?
Yes.
And
Yes.
then that's when he told me he was polyamorous.
S-
I'm like, what?
So let's get
Where's that?
into it. Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Love, Lust, or Lies, a podcast that's breaking the internet and taking everyone by storm. Why? Because we are addressing some of the hottest topics and information that people, it's not comfortable. But again, I told y'all we didn't come to play with this thing. We're not wasting people's time, and this is not for entertainment. Although some of it is starting to get a little entertaining. This is not for entertainment purposes. But the purpose of this podcast, just for those of you guys who are new to this channel, is to really highlight some of the toxic behaviors, predatory behaviors, and harmful things that are taking people by surprise, that are just creeping into people's lives, into their families, and bringing destruction to their children. This is so important to me, and it's important to our co-host, Dr. Delicia, because we have families of our own, and we have children, and none of us, and I'm sure those of you who are now a part of our support, a part of this audience, you know we don't have time for this. Time is going quickly, and what we don't have is time to waste. Do you agree?
Absolutely.
We're already in our 40s. We're getting old. And some of you, whether you're young adults, time is passing fast. And the last thing we have time for is for some creep to use deceptive tactics to come into our lives or our children, our young children's lives, and to bring destruction. We don't have time for it. So guess what? We're taking our time and resources, and we are bringing you information so that we can stop being naive, gullible, and thinking the best of everybody.
We want you to notice those red flags, and not just notice them, but take action. Get away from it. When you see it, go in the opposite direction. Because as Dr. Dana mentioned, time is flying by. And before you know it, you're going to be a senior citizen, and you're going to be looking in the background. And we have seen and heard from senior citizens,
yes,
up in age, that have experienced this for 30, 40, 50 years.
Yes.
And we don't want that for anybody. That's time and life wasted.
Yet time and life wasted. And I'm telling you, when we begin to see how manipulative people are becoming nowadays, it's just time to blow the trumpet on this thing. We love y'all, and we wouldn't be doing this for no other reason but because we love you, and we don't want ourselves to get caught. We don't want you to get caught. We don't want your babies to get caught. So gonna need you to like these videos. We're gonna need you to share these, use them as educational purposes. At your birthday party, sit everybody down and show them one of these videos and have some conversation around what you see and hear. And so we're very thankful for all of you, our viewers and supporters. Today, I'm not going to even waste no more time. What we're about to talk about today, y'all know we had a guest who talked about that darn narcissistic behavior and personality. And I'm telling you, Mir, the chosen one, he didn't leave one stone unturned. And I told y'all it was going to be a part 1, 2, and 3, and probably 4 and 5. Because
it needs to be talked about.
It needs to be talked about. And so many people are being impacted by this thing. I'm talking about, y'all have blown up the comments. I'm hearing about stories that's just ripping my heart out and making me just cry and sad. This is unbelievable.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. And so here today to further confirm this foolery that's out here in this world. And you heard what I said. It is foolery. Here to confirm this today is a guest all the way from the other side of the United States, but she's here with us virtually, and she is just bold, and she is out to let everybody know. So I am so happy to have Miss Leana with us today. Leana, how are you today?
I'm great, thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for being with us today. I am beyond thankful for your boldness. When I saw you on social media and begin to halfway tune in to your story, I was blown away. And I felt like the world needed to hear just a snippet of what you began to experience. And so I just want to thank you. We're not going to sugarcoat this thing. I hope you're ready to talk about it. I know you are. You're pretty bold. You're pretty bold and crazy. I like you. I like that about you. We're not playing with this thing, Miss Leana, because after we watch this clip, the audience is going to see what I'm talking about. Miss Leana, before we show the clip, you found yourself. Tell us, first of all, where you're from.
I'm from Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Colorado Springs. And where do you live now?
I live in Colorado Springs. I'm from Kansas, but I live in Colorado Springs.
From Kansas, and you now live in Colorado Springs. Approximately how old are you? You're in your 20s, 30s, 40s?
I'm proud of my age. I'm 53.
53 years young. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we're about to get into it. But before we do that, you had a history of tumultuous relationships, but you found yourself most recently hooked up with a person that tried to introduce you to some foolery. Can you just tell us a snippet, and then we'll jump into this video. Tell us a snippet of what you found yourself in.
Oh, the pits of hell. Honestly, I was completely happy. And then the mask fell and I was laying next to a monster. I was so confused. I just could not figure out which way was left or right or up or down. And it was, I was stuck. I was stuck.
And we have heard that. My heart goes out to you, because we're now hearing, and there's more information now out there on the internet about this narcissistic personality and about this narcissistic, as people say on the internet now. Don't sugarcoat it. Call it a demon, call it what it is. But this evil spirit that puts on that mask, like you talked about, it puts on a mask. It has 2 or 3 faces, and it presents only the innocent lying face to a person to get them on a hook, and then it manifests to who it really is. You found yourself with a guy who love bombed you, for weeks or days or however long it took, but he love bombed you and then he manifested. Is that right?
That is correct. Absolutely.
And I'm going to go ahead and put this word out here. We are about to talk about this spirit that wanted Miss Sweet, y'all see her, how sweet she looked, Miss Sweet Leana, to agree with polyamorism, polyamoroma, polygamy, and all of the above. And so we're going to give it all a new name. However it come out, that's what it's going to be called today. So I want we're going to pause and we're going to watch this clip together. And I want you, as you watch this clip, I want you to make notes of things that you see as red flags. Let's get into it.
Accept what a polyamorous man does.
I do accept it. The thing
Okay,
is,
okay, and that's
no. Like everybody wants to fucking talk tonight, but I'm gonna fucking talk.
Oh,
Listen,
okay, well, drop
here's
me
the
down
thing.
because
People
drop
want
me
to
down
say,
because
oh, polyamorous is this. Everybody
Yes.
wants to say open relationship is this. Everybody wants to say, oh, well, I only know a polyamorous to be 2 people and 1 person and 4 people and this and this. Guess what? You
What?
cannot define how we are going to live our lives. Yes, we came on here for everybody to give support
That's
or
right.
their opinions or
Right.
say they think this or say they get that. But guess what?
Right.
Our relationship, he recognizes himself and labels himself as polyamorous.
Right.
I'm monogamous. But
Right.
we are not defined by, we have to have another person. We have to have this amount of women in our life. Oh, you guys got to live together. Oh, you guys got to do this, or you're not this, or you're not that. Bullshit. Guess what? Me and him
Right.
are going to fucking define our own relationship. And
Right.
in the process of today,
Get them, baby.
tomorrow we'll fucking figure it out. Guess what?
Right. Right.
And that's my girl. That's my girl.
And hey, you're right. That's your girl.
That's
You're
right.
You're right. You're right. That's your girl.
That's my baby. That's my baby.
Everything you're saying. Hey, kudos to you guys. I hope in a year when I come back and talk to you, I hope you still got the same energy.
Sure enough, will.
I hope you still got the same energy because I'm telling you.
Actually, I don't want to say that. We are process oriented.
We will stay in
we
today.
will stay in the moment.
You're
And
okay.
we don't care about a year from now. We care about today.
Exactly. Your process.
Miss Leana, so
Yeah.
you were able to, I'm sure that was hard to watch. What are you,
Yeah.
any initial reactions?
Yes, he corrected himself about when that other gentleman said something about in a year, I hope I come back.
Yes.
And he corrected that. I saw that now,
Mm-hmm.
the time.
Yes. So I want to just now introduce the audience to your situation. So how long ago was it that you met this guy?
I actually met him last year. We were together last year, January till June.
You met him in January of 2024. Is that right?
Yes.
And when you met this guy, tell us, I remember just kind of talking to you about it. Tell us how it was initially.
I mean, when we were talking, like texting and stuff, I was like instantly drawn to him because he was very attentive and he was very intelligent with the way he talked to you. And he just had this like poetry type vibe that connected with me.
Yes.
And I was like, I don't know if I want to meet him or not because there was just something about his look. And I was like, well, okay, let's go. So I met him. And when he got out of the car, I was just instantly like drawn, just instantly attracted to him.
It was something about him, you know, just through text and communication through the phone that was drawing you to him. He seemed very intelligent. He was just he knew all the right things to say is what you're saying.
Pretty much, yes.
And how long after y'all talked by phone did you set up a time to meet him in person?
I don't think it was very long. I think it was several weeks or so.
Okay. All right. Well, to some people, that's a long time because some people might text for a few days and then they're meeting in person. So y'all text for a couple weeks and then you had an in-person meeting. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And you talked about in your in-person meeting, tell us about that first date and how that went.
Well, I picked Starbucks because I love Starbucks, but I don't like to eat when you're on a first date. But so when he got out of the car and he's walking towards me, I was just like, oh, wow. I mean, I was attracted to him. He's tall, dark, handsome. He's dressed kind of like old school GQ and he's got a swag about himself. And instantly he was just super sweet. Do you want me to carry your purse? Like walking on, side of me and like getting the door, buying the coffee, just so attentive and like into me.
Yes. And I think that's just a super quick point. these people, when we, I guess, judge somebody who's been taken by a narcissist demon, we have to remember that they didn't present themselves as a person that was abusive or harmful. They present themselves
as Miss Leana described, all the right package. The perfect package, charismatic.
Yes.
Doing all the things that all us as women want.
Opening the door. Most women be like, oh, that's internally be like, oh, this is sweet.
Oh, he's such a gentleman.
Yes. And then you told us how y'all talk. How was the conversation?
It was endless. We sat outside. It was a beautiful night, and literally, we closed the store. So the conversation was like, he's in your face. He's looking at you. He's making that eye contact. He's interested. He does all the gestures, everything. And so you're just talking. It wasn't about what's your favorite food and what's your favorite color, anything like that. It was like true, like conversation about things that most guys don't even feel like talking about.
So he had a way of really penetrating you deeply emotionally just through conversation. He's talking about things that matter to you. He's talking about, just reaching you in a way that felt authentic.
Very much so. And I think that's why it took a couple weeks to meet up, is because he was storing data.
Oh, we heard from, and we're going to hear from him again today, but we heard from the self-aware narcissist who says that this narcissist spirit listens. It wants to talk to you because it's gathering information to see how it's going to hook you, what makes her tick, what's her likes, dislikes, so that it can transform and be everything that you want it to be. So you experienced that. So then after that date, tell us what happened.
I mean, it was instant. I don't have to lie. It was instant, intimate, instant, every day, like we were together. And then I was just like, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. I was going to say, so after the first day, that night after Starbucks, it was Starbucks and then some bucks.
Bucks, yeah.
On and popping.
Starbucks, a night of just some long, deep, intimate conversations. And then, okay, who was that at your place? Did he invite you?
It was mine.
How did he get to? How did he get to? Because I think it's important to know how these people creep into our space.
Yes. For me, I don't know. I have this feel like this is my space. I feel safer in it. And at the time, he didn't have his own place, so he was staying with his somebody.
Go ahead.
Uncle.
How old is he?
42.
42. You were probably 52. He was 42 or 41 at the time. 10-year difference. 40-something-year-old man, and he didn't have his own place.
Staying at his uncle's.
Red flag. I'll move out the mic because y'all know I got a loud mouth. Red flag, right? But again, with all of the charm, it can be missed.
You're not seeing that. You're gonna give him
because there's a story behind that story. So you're just going to go with it.
Oh, so yeah, I'm sure he painted and he played the violin as he told you why he didn't have it all together.
Yeah.
So he ends up, you invited him back to your place because you wanted the date to continue?
He suggested it, and I was okay with it.
What did he say?
Tell us how it went.
Yeah.
Give us.
He just pretty much told me, let's go back to your place. I was like, hot damn, let's go.
So again, those kinds of personalities, and Mir the Chosen One said it, they're gonna push the boundaries. They're gonna push the boundaries. She said that he said, let's go to your place. Not how do you feel about this? What do you think about this? He had it in his mind to go and be sexually active with this lady on the first date.
But let's just put it in context, Miss Leana. Trust me, I know how it went. You're like, oh, he's so nice. We had a good time. Let's go. Yeah, let's continue. Like Dr. Dana said, let's just continue the date. It's going well. Sure, let's go, have a nightcap. Let's kick, relax and get in a comfortable environment and let's just keep going.
Keep going. And I tell my girls, one in particular, but I'm like, when you're meeting these people, get in the habit of having short dates. Because let the date end and let that person miss you, or have a short time where you can now go home and assess what you experienced, because all of these long 9 hours and then the next day 10 hours and you're in each other's faces, you can easily become seduced.
No time to process.
No
time to digest
Yeah.
and reflect.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
True. Very
yes.
true.
Yes, yes. I know all of it's hindsight, but I'm just sharing that with our audience. I share that with my girls. You know, it's to have some short dates. Don't give it all to everybody right away. You know, make them miss you, make them desire you instead of just giving it all to them right away. But neither here nor there. Just want to drop that nugget. Miss Leana, he invited himself to your place.
Yes.
And
did.
then y'all had more conversation, or did he kind of
Yeah, no, we did. We did. But I mean, it was obvious. I mean, it was,
The
you
chemistry
know,
was there.
it was there. And
Chemistry's
so,
there. Facts.
and then,
Realize
you know,
that.
we just, it was like laid in bed and talked after. And it was just like we'd known each other for years and it was so comfortable. It was just so comfortable. Very
all
comfortable.
of that we see all the time.
Mhm.
That's what he was
Yeah.
doing. He was what Mir said, he was breaking you down like a
Break me
Christmas
down like
tree.
a Christmas
He was
tree.
breaking me down like a Christmas
He
tree.
was
Yep.
breaking you
Breaking down
down.
your barriers, breaking down your war. I always talk about the Google Gaga glasses. Once you
Yes.
he done got you.
Yeah,
on
they were,
seeing-
these
Yep.
were thrown away. They're
Yes.
thrown away.
Yes, thrown away. It was all a part of a strategy.
Yes.
So
It was,
then,
yes.
yes,
Strategy.
his strategy. And we got to remember, they come in with a motive and an agenda and a strategy, and it's all going to seem perfect at first, but it wasn't. And this guy did not have the right intentions, right or wrong, Miss Leana?
Oh God, no, not at
No.
all. No.
Not at all. So he
Mm-mm.
came, he forced himself into her, invited himself into her home. He had sex with her night one. Then it was constant after that. He kept continued to come by your place. Is that right?
Yes, it was like for several days. And then I'm the type of person, I'm very bold and straight to the point, and I know what I want. So I kind of was just like, where's this going?
Yes. Yes.
And then that's when he told me he was polyamorous.
Mm.
I'm like, what?
So let's get
Where's
into
that?
it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So was that
I don't know what that
after?
is.
Was that after a week or
It was like 4 or 5 days, 4 or 5 nights.
4 or 5 nights of courting
Falling
this
in
guy,
love. Yeah.
falling in love,
Mhm.
pouring it on to him, telling her everything she wants to hear. He waits 4 or 5 days, gets what he wants, gets some sex, and then he tells this lady that he's polyamorous. And tell us about that, like what your reaction was, how did you respond?
I'm sure my jaw dropped because I was just, I mean, when he said it, I didn't even know what the heck it was at first. And then he told me what it was, and I was just like, are you kidding me? You couldn't have led with that before Starbucks?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
he don't tell anybody.
You could
the
not
bat.
have led with that before Starbucks. You could not have came and said, look, I just want you to know, as I appreciate we had good time texting, but this is something if I wanted to wait till we got in person. He didn't do that.
No, and he makes it very clear. He doesn't tell anybody up front because why should he? And it makes his chances of being with somebody that much less because everybody's like deuces if he tells them right out the door.
So this is intentional. It's almost like a person with HIV who intentionally discloses their status so that they can get somebody on the hook and then get them emotionally connected, and then they reveal that to them. And so, Miss Leana, tell our audience what it means to be polyamorous. This guy who charmed you, who doted on you, who sexed you up with no commitment, and ladies, no, you gotta have some commitment. We gotta take it back to doing this thing God's way, but neither here nor there. He did all that. He tells you he's polyamorous. Tell us what that means.
And so it means that you have multiple partners, and they all know that you have multiple partners, and you're all consenting, meaning we're all adults. We're saying okay, and it's pretty much he has like a primary, maybe a girlfriend, a couple booty calls, whatever the case may be. So it's just everybody's like, oh, okay, you can be there, you can be there. And so yeah, that was pretty much it. And I was like,
So for those of you who are new to this, as I was, polyamorous means you have multiple partners who all know about each other. This is a way of having a relationship with people. Everybody know it's not monogamous. So you have multiple partners, and the partners accept that this one male or female has multiple partners, and you have to deal with it. And you know about who each other is, and it's very open, like an open relationship.
it is kind of like that. Yeah, they all resemble each other in some form or fashion, but yes.
Oh, wow. So she met this guy. He presented himself as everything that she thought she wanted, and then she finds out he wants an open relationship. So as we saw in the clip, Miss Leana, at first it seemed like he had your mind gone, because it seemed like in the video that you were defending him in a sense, like you were saying, look, I'm okay with this for now, we're trying it out, leave us alone. Is that right?
Yeah, and that actually is that video is this year, because we were together and then we broke up and then we got back together and ended up on that platform telling our story about, hi, I'm polyamorous and non-monogamous and we're in a relationship. And yeah, I was defending him for a lot of things, not just that.
Wow. Wow. And you can see him in the background when we talk about this narcissistic behavior, this grandiose kind of personality, self-centered personality. You could see this man in the background while you defending him. He's like, yeah, he's nodding. This is my woman, and listen to her, and yeah, she's defending me. I mean,
she's okay with this. She's loving this. Kind of like he's trying to get other people on the hook. Like, hey, you know, if there's anybody else out there, this is what we do. And hey, you know, she's okay with it. So if you want to, you know, join us,
join the party.
Yeah, join the party.
Yeah, that's the only time I could roar is if I'm defending him. So I was being loud and not, you know, submissive, and it was fine because it was for him. Any other time I was quiet as a mouse.
Wow. And there were a few other things. I appreciate that you mentioned that you were defending him there and that, but there were other things that you defended him on. He has other videos. One, let me tell you, this guy is deranged. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I'm putting it out there. I'm not gonna say allegedly deranged. This guy is deranged, not allegedly. He is deranged. Okay, but on the onset, he looks normal. He talks, he speaks well in a sense, but if you study him for a minute, you can tell something's off. You know, if you start to look at some of his videos and listen, you could tell something's off, but not at the onset. He looks normal. And I think that's something, a message that we are really trying to get out there, is these people look normal.
And that's why we have to take our time. I think that was one of the things, Miss Leana, that's been common. Myself included. They get you on the hook. They talk all the right talk. They do all the right things. They have all the right looks, and they want to move quickly. They don't wait. You said, was it the same day he invited himself to your place, and then that whole week, the whole rest of the week, y'all just kicking in and having fun, and you said it feels like we've been knowing each other forever. This feels perfect.
They move quickly.
This is it.
They get you hooked emotionally quickly.
Very.
You know, and I think that, you know, men have a way of knowing that women are emotional, knowing that this is something that we're looking for, a spirit, not just men, but a spirit, a demon spirit knows what we're looking for, and it can package itself up and present it to us like a fruit. You know, this is what you want, you know, here, eat it, you know, and then it like a snake, it bites us, you know, in the worst way.
I think, his case is a bear, but don't poke the bear, you might get mauled. But yes, exactly. And he still shows himself as this, you know, person that's this amazing man, and he's a victim, and he's this, and that, and all his exes are crazy. And so, it's diabolical.
is diabolical, very evil, wicked, and demonic. Just a few more things, and I want to bring out, and then we're going to bring on some guests that one you're very familiar with, and then we have another narc or narcissist survivor that we're going to bring on as well. This guy mentioned two things I want to bring out. One, he has videos where he openly calls himself a dictator, and women should basically shut up and do as he say. And then another I want you to speak to is where he calls himself an opportunist.
Yes.
Let's talk about the dictator first, then we'll talk about the opportunist.
Okay. Yeah. The dictatorship came after. That was after we had broke up, because he went on here and was acting like he now knows why things don't work with women, is because he's a dictator and he needs to make sure that's aware when he starts a relationship, which is BS. But that's just the way he is. He wants a submissive woman, and you can be submissive. That doesn't mean you have to take their voice away from them. That doesn't mean you're controlling or manipulative or whatever the case may be. But yes, that came after we're together, because when we came on here, it was, oh, I love her, I'm invested in her, I respect her, I won't do anything unless I talk to her, nothing happens without her. It was all me, and everybody saw it. And then it was the complete opposite. Complete opposite. Flipped.
It was a mask. It was a mask. Give us an example of how he showed control over you and that he was a dictator.
Well, I didn't see it then, but like he'd make comments about, like I'd posted a picture of me in some jeans and a jacket. And he said that was a form of cheating, that I should not look like that when I go out. And so I was presenting myself as I was cheating on him. And I'm kind of I'm like a wife. I'm his wife, and I'm not out there presenting myself properly.
Ooh, I think that's a powerful thing that you're saying, because some of these people want the benefits of being a husband and want to brainwash the woman as if they are a wife, when there's been no commitment, no formal commitment, no ring, no contract, no before the altar, none of that,
and no responsibility. You cannot be. You're not gonna play. I'm not gonna play your wife, and you ain't playing husband. I'm just saying, we're not doing that.
Very highly manipulative. That's a form of manipulation. Yes. I heard a young girl say that this guy told her, I want you to cook for me and clean my apartment and clean my house so that I can see if you wife material.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Go ahead, Leana. React
he wasn't
to that.
like that. It's so weird though, because he wasn't anything like that. Like, it was just very subtle, because he wasn't like, he didn't need anything. He had an apartment this time around this year, and none of that mattered. He didn't care if I cooked or not, because he eats the same thing every single day over and over again. And none of that seemed to matter. But it was all about, you better be submissive. Don't talk back in the public eye, because that's disrespect. And that means that you are trying to intentionally hurt me, is what he said.
Wow.
So it was all about the image of,
Wow.
And I could not show the face, because believe me, I had to stand in the mirror and talk to myself one day, because I'd done wrong the night before, and I showed that I was not agreeing with him.
Ooh. Yeah. So he wanted complete control over your responses, your reactions, your thoughts. He wanted control over your mind.
Don't do anything that he don't like. In other words,
or you
only
pay
do
for
what
it.
I like.
Then you're punished. You're punished. You get the silent treatment, or
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I started to be in the fog. Then the fog started to come. Then I'm just like, what the hell? Who's this?
What does that mean?
The fog. Yeah.
Because they take you on this high. You're like so high. Like every day I said, I am so happy. I'm so in love, and I can do this. And if I ever say any different, then I really need to think about being done with this relationship. I'd wake up every day. I'm so happy. I'm in love. I can do this. Until I was so confused, because you feel confused, because they take you on this emotional roller coaster.
Yes.
You're everything to them, and they're on the camera, and they're they're telling everybody, oh my God, she's so amazing. She's this, she's that. And the next day is, get the F out of my house at 2:00 in the morning. And so you're like, what?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That part.
Wow.
Wow.
So the extremes.
Mm.
Oh, extreme, extreme. Laying in bed and you hear him say, "It feels like we're the only two people in the world."
Mm.
And just love, he would send beautiful poems, which I've now Googled, and they're all from somebody else. I thought they were
Oh,
his words.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Even
wow.
one recently, and I was just like, ugh. And then the next day you didn't get a case of cat food, only got 4 cans. And oh my gosh, I got reamed for 2 days for that. 2 days silent treatment. I slept on the couch that night.
Wow. Because you slept on the couch because you bought 4 cans of cat food and not, what'd you say, 5?
case.
A
And
case.
not a
They didn't
case.
have a case. They did not have a case. I went to the wrong Walmart. That's my fault. I should have known to go to his Walmart, and this would have never
Mm.
happened.
Mm.
And
I'm
so
like,
that was training. Like he was
Mhm.
training you
oh
to,
yes, everything's about training.
wow.
Yep.
Wow. And that is an emotion, as you mentioned, the fog. That's that emotional roller coaster that no person should have to. You don't know when that's like a ticking time bomb. You don't know
Yeah.
what's gonna trigger or tick them off.
Yeah.
So volatile. That is
And
Wow.
people don't realize it didn't happen at the beginning. It didn't happen last year.
Yeah.
It happened this year, and we would already been together 3 months.
That's the
So
mask. That is the
yeah,
mask. That's the mask starting to come off. He's like, okay, well, she'll talk. And it's almost like Dr. Dana mentioned in the beginning, they test your boundaries. They're like, okay,
yeah,
and as Mir the Chosen One has talked to us about in one of the past videos, they test your boundaries. They're like, okay, let's see if she's gonna tolerate this. Okay, she's
mhm,
been good with all of this. Let me push this button and
yeah,
see if she's gonna
Uh-huh.
react or how she's gonna handle this one. If she'll
yeah.
take me back, so to speak, or be
Come
okay
back
with me.
after. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
And tell us
And
about the women. When did you find out? Were there any presently other women that he was dating, or was he just trying to tell you that he was polyamorous so that you can then accept he was going to start bringing in other women?
we had disagreements when we came on that platform we were building our foundation, our relationship. So it was pretty much we're working on us first before we can bring somebody else into the relationship.
Oh,
He had one time before we had gotten on the platform been with somebody else, just for, I say sexually. So. And I mean, I knew about it. I was over
wait, what
there the
was
next
that?
day.
What was that, Leana? What was that?
There was one person who was only that I know of, two, before we actually committed to this. We're building a foundation, we're building this future together, and we have to work on us first. So he was not with anybody in those months when we were
Okay.
on that other platform, because we were working on the foundation.
Oh, so he was like, we're going to work on a foundation, then we're going to bring in other people.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
And it was
he had already tested the waters a
yeah,
little bit to see
yeah,
how you would react.
oh, absolutely. And he was
Yeah.
just like making sure that I was in a good place to, get his way. In other words, like I'm gonna make sure she's solid and happy and in love and secure and safe, and
And
then I'm gonna start
On the
trained.
dropping
hook.
bombs.
And
Trained,
trained.
yeah.
On the
And
hook.
Trained. Because
and
because when he bring them other women in, he don't want no back talk.
but he always said he would talk to me. Always, I would always know everything, and if Leanna had a problem, I would never go against. We would have to talk it out, because one thing is, I respect Leanna; she's primary, and
Oh,
we
that's
have
what
to
I was
talk.
gonna say. He was grooming you. He was
Mhm.
grooming you to be the
Yeah.
primary. That's what I
Yeah,
was
we
gonna
changed
say.
that name to Anchor. It sounded better than primary. Now I'm the anchor.
Oh, you was gonna be the anchor. Thank you for letting me be the anchor.
I appreciate that.
See, he was setting himself up to get pimp slapped.
Oh, he calls himself a pimp. He brags about how
Oh,
he's
that's the
been
same.
seducing
That's the
women.
same
Exactly.
spirit.
It's the same.
Yeah,
It's
he
the
brags
same
about it.
spirit.
Yeah.
Wow.
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 I
And
knew
so
that side of him. I knew it.
the last thing, and we're gonna bring our other guest on. Two more very quick things. Opportunist. Tell us
Yep.
about what you saw that confirmed that he really was an opportunist.
From day one last year, I knew, because he told me. He told me his issues. He's very honest. He told me everything that makes most people like, I don't know if I can give them. Well, no, they probably wouldn't even go, they probably just walk away. But, I'm the type that's like, well, I get that because I've been there. I get that because I've been, okay, let's try, And so he flat out said, I'm an opportunist. If somebody comes along and they have something to offer that's going to help me get to my goals, then I'm going to take it. And I'm a normal person, 8 to 5, pay my bills. I don't have money. I don't have any of those things that I can help him with financially. So he made it very clear that if he broke away from me, it was because somebody had money. And so he did. He did. He ended it. And because he met somebody, she was a millionaire.
Yeah. And so he met a millionaire and he left you for a millionaire.
Yes.
And then another point is a millionaire woman couldn't see the demon in him and the foolery in him and got with him.
Yep. And still to this day, she thinks that he was monogamous because of her, who she is. No, it's for your dollar bill.
Oh, she thinks he was really genuine and with her just because of her. Poor thing. She's blind. Ma'am, if you out there and if you see this video, we want you to know that guy does not mean you well. That's a demon spirit that wants to destroy you, wants to take you down. We've seen people marry people and they take every penny that they have. So again, or just destroy them emotionally or physically. So please, we can't be so full of ourselves. We are not that special. We special, but these people don't have good intentions.
I say it like this. The devil don't care nothing about you.
No, and he's publicly out there grooming women through social media. He's got his own platform.
Yes. And the last thing, but as we talk about this guy and who he is, tell us he wasn't this fancy, well-established person in his career. Tell us a little bit about him, Leana. Then we're gonna bring our guest on.
No, he has a moving company. And, when you hear about his story about what happened to him as a child, I attached to the little child. And he has a moving company because he can't do much more with what he has on his resume. And so he moved. He's got a moving company. And when the moving company is, he has advertisement. He gets a U-Haul. He moves people. Well, now I know that's a way in. He can see what you have, how much nice stuff you have or don't have. It's openly admitted to entertaining a customer.
Wow.
Yes.
Interesting.
And so again, it's not like this is no, high performing. Well, he's looking to ride people's coattails. He's looking to got a track record of probably a criminal history and some of everything else. He does. He got a rap sheet, right, Leanne?
Oh, yeah. And now I tell every woman, you better run that, because if you find 16 pages, you might want to think twice.
They got a rap sheet. Come on. See what I'm saying? And we got to do better at doing our research. We have to ask questions, interview the ex. Come on. If you see this man, and we're going to show you because he's all public. If you see this man, reach out to Leana. Don't be all hating because she the ex. Reach out to her. Have a conversation with her. Get knowledge. But I'm talking about getting knowledge. Get understanding. Get the details.
Yeah, they're not. They're attacking me saying I'm wrong. He's a good man and I'm a horrible person.
But
I'm diabolical.
They will see for themselves.
Silly women.
It's okay.
Silly. And we got it. Lord, help us. Help us not to be silly. Help us not to be silly. So we're going to pause right there, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to pause right here. And after this 1 minute break, I said 1 minute. You don't even hit the snooze button. Don't even hit the stop button, because we're about to bring on some guests that is just going to drive this message home further. Take a quick minute. Go re-up on your popcorn and your tea. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned.